Brooksaw Antiques here. Today we have this 1968 Smith Corona Super Sterling Vintage Portable Typewriter. I'm going to show you how to use the functions and make sure they all work. Up top is the adjustable paper guide. This helps you guide the page in straight. And I like to line that up with the edge of the platen, which is the main roller that feeds the paper. These are your margins. Just push them down and you can move them. I'm going to set this one at about 0 and this one about 75. This scale back here is the amount of spaces. And this is the paper bale that sits on top of the page and holds it down, and these two rollers are adjustable as well. Once you hear the bell, you're at the end of the margin. You hit this line space, get you back to the beginning. It skips 1, 2, or 3. Right now we have it on single, but if you want double, you just flip the switch back 1, it skips 2. 1 more, it skips 3. That works good. We're going to keep it on single and finish typing. As you can see, all the keys type nice and none of them skip or stick. I'll type a sentence in red on the next line and switch from black to red. There's a switch here. You just flip it down to that red square and it prints the bottom portion of the ribbon. When you have it in the middle, it doesn't print anything at all. It just leaves an indentation stencil for copying purposes. And when you have it on the top, it prints the top portion of the ribbon. Beautiful type of machine, beautiful looking machine. Rare to have that green, seafoam green color. And this is one of the best portables, I think, as far as daily typing. This thing is fun and easy to use, very reliable. It's made out of all metal. This front piece, this front trim on the keyboard is only plastic, and this trim right here and the knobs. To pull the page out easy, there's a switch on the right side here. Flip it to the front and it unlocks the rollers underneath the platen, allowing you to pull the page out easy or load thicker paper like carbon copy or cardstock. Make sure you flip that back before you load the next page, or else it won't load correctly. Got a shift on each side and a shift lock on the left. To clear that, just hit the shift button again. Backspace on the left side, that works good. Tab on the right. Right now we should have, we got one tab set there. We're gonna clear it by hitting the CL button. And we don't have any set now, so we're going to set one by hitting the set button. And it stops at that spot. And you can set as many tabs as you want on this model. On the left side here is the touch control from low, medium, and high. The higher you go, the more tension there is when you hit the keys, but they response faster, but you do have to hit them harder to get them to print. That's the backspace. I don't know if I've done that yet. And open the hood, it slides to the front, and all the brand new ribbon is loaded on this left side, so it's pulling to the right. If you want to switch that direction, there's a switch where my pointer finger is behind the left spool. If you push it back, it'll start pulling to the left side. Push it forward and it pulls to the right. MR on the right side here stands for margin release. You get to the end of the margin, there's a mechanism that blocks you from typing. And if you hit MR, it will allow you to get past it and type all the way to the end. I'm going to put the color selector back on black. Carriage release on each side, and this is a 3D printed carriage release that I have available for sale. These break pretty, the 3D printed ones don't break easy, but these originals do. They're made out of hard plastic and they break all the time when you put them in a case, so very convenient that you can I can 3D print those. This is the carriage lock. And if you lift it up, it'll automatically set it right in the middle. So when you have it in the case, it doesn't damage your escapement. And to unlock it, you just push the carriage to the side. This button right here, if you push it in, it'll disable the spacing when you turn the knob. So you can get to an exact spot on the page. You let it go, you get those clicks. Each one of those clicks is one space. Same concept with this lever in the front. Right here, if you flip that down, it'll disable the spacing. Flip it up, you get those clicks. And that's it. Now available on eBay or Etsy. Search Brooksaw Antiques.